the one verse that men ignore and why it is killing your marriage.
So how do you know when it's time to leave a relationship? It seems like one of the hardest questions to answer, right? Because so often we have so much invested in this person. We have so much hope that things could be better. I mean, we don't want this relationship to end or else we would have already ended it. And yet, when we're honest with ourselves, we know something's not right. We know that we don't feel valued and prioritized, not consistently at least. We know that this is not how love is supposed to feel. And the truth is, you're probably willing to put in the work to make it right, aren't you? For the vast majority of you out there, you'll read the books, you'll go to counseling, you'll work on your communication, if that's what would help things. But let me guess, they have no interest in doing those things, do they? Things are fine for them. It's you that has the problem. And so today, my job is just to remind you of what you already know, that whatever you want out of a relationship, happiness, fulfillment, intimacy, connection, the truth is, relationships only work when two people are putting in the work. From all the research I've done, studying relationships for almost a decade now, I had to learn the hard way that relationships demand certain things from both of us. Love by itself with no action will never be enough to save a relationship. Think about it this way. If I stopped showing up to my job, what would happen? Well, I'd be fired, right? But hold on, I'm confused. Why did I get fired? And you would say, well, Jimmy, it's not that complicated. I mean, you didn't meet one of the basic requirements of keeping a job, which is showing up. Okay, but what if I say I love that job? I would do anything for that job. You would still say, yeah, but you didn't show up. So despite how you might feel about the job, it wasn't enough of a priority for you to do what was required to keep it. And the only reason that that analogy makes perfect sense in our minds, but not when it's applied to relationships, is that not enough people have reminded you your relationship also requires you to show up consistently, or else you lose it as well. Closeness and connection with another human demand certain things from both of us. Things like trust and safety and the ability to apologize and take accountability. It requires things like consideration and empathy. And if you forget everything else from this video, remember this: you will never feel close to someone else who has no interest in those things.
Today, I want to share with you an insight that I had received from God in my devotional time many years ago when I was married before I had become a widow or a widower. And it really impacted me and really changed my outlook and my approach to my wife and to marriage in general. And I received it pretty late in our marriage. And it wasn't maybe that long before my wife had passed away that I had received this insight. Because we were together for a long time. We were together for almost 18 years together and almost 20 years together married. So there's a lot of time in there. But I want to share this with you today because I want you to reap the benefits that I reaped from understanding this verse. And no, it's not Ephesians 5, verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. It's not verse 28. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. Or verse 33, nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. These are all fantastic verses that we love to run to, like 1 Peter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to the knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Some of your prayers, men, may be being hindered because of how you treat your wife. Some of our prayers may be hindered because we're neglectful of how we treat our wives. And note that in this context, the weaker vessel isn't a commentary on character or intelligence, but rather a call for husbands to be protectors and to treat his wife with gentleness and care, which is supported in Colossians 3, verse 19. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them. This is all great counsel, friends. I mean, my brothers, this is a lot of good scripture that speaks to self-sacrifice, loving your wife, pouring into your wife, not putting yourself first, putting herself first, this mutual give and take, this mutual surrender that both the husband and the wife should be participating in, and are called to be the head, to be leaders, to die for the body as Christ died for the body. Lay down your life for your children and your wife, not just physically, but spiritually, and also even in the normal, regular rounds of life, where because we're the stronger vessel, because we're the head, we follow the example of Christ and we gird ourselves and we serve our family and we wash the feet of our family and we present our wives to Christ as a bride without spot or blemish with the washing of the word, right? With regeneration. But here is the verse that we overlook. 1 John 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. Why is not following this verse killing your marriage? Because torment is not love, right? If your spouse, if your wife is tormented with the idea that you're cheating on her, tormented with the idea that you're going to hit her, tormented with the idea you're going to yell at her, if she is living her life in the fear of making you unhappy, this is not love, my brothers. This is torment. And let me say this, it goes in reverse for the wives too. Many husbands are living in the same exact fear. We are called to be the house bands, to band the house together, right? And if your wife is having these type of concerns where she can't even be at ease, her mind can't be at ease. If she's a stay-at-home mom, her mind is not at ease because she's worried about these things. If she works, she's at work worried about these things. And when I saw this verse, where it wasn't just about the things that you actually do, but the fear even of things that may be done or how you're going to respond to a certain situation is holding your spouse, your wife, captive and in torment. My brothers, I pray that we do better. We come up higher, and that when we come home, we make the home a delightful place, that our attitude is such that it brings joy to the home, that wife and child and children are happy to see father, are happy to see husband, and not afraid and concerned about how you're going to behave when you come home. Are you going to be drunk? Are you going to be angry? Are you going to be abusive? Are you going to be condescending? Are you going to talk down to me? Friends, my brothers, this is torment and it's not love. If this is helpful, if this has been helpful, give me a like down below. Leave me a comment, whatever God puts on your hearts. And if you want more content like this, you know what to do. Sub up, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace. I'm out. Of the Most High God above.